Go ahead and believe that no one shines brighter than you. Become amazing and be happy. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Just choose to be happy and live your own life. Alive or dead, the truth won't rest. Rise up while you can. It takes time to build a career and become industry savvy, Sinjezaheo. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. In nature, everything is interconnected and woven together in a delicate dance of harmony and balance. Day after day, we stuck, nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Clocks slay time. Time is dead as long as it is being clicked off by little wheels. Only when the clock stops does time come to life. We are all of us born with a letter inside us, and that only if we are true to ourselves may we be allowed to read it before we die. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. To know you are ignorant is the beginning of wisdom. Take each day in your open palms and close your fists around it. This life is not done with you yet. The lesson we are indebted to Egypt for, our future generations learn that in the face of oppression, silence is never golden. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. The wealth required by nature is limited and is easy to procure, but the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. The wise man knows that it is better to sit on the banks of a remote mountain stream than to be emperor of the whole world. Success isn't a result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire. The essence of technology is by no means anything technological. Happiness simply cannot be relied upon as a measure of success. Much of what was said did not matter, and that much of what mattered could not be said. Nothing in the world is ever completely wrong. Even a stopped clock is right twice a day. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. It is culture that is the bully, or an ALDO essential to Theo Waitley, saltation. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Society will always be too fragile to accept us for all that makes us beautiful. We all have stories we tell ourselves until we believe them to be true. It was amazing how it worked. The tiniest bit of truth made credible the greatest lies. A flower does not use words to announce its arrival to the world. It just blooms. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Photographs are the reflection of untold stories, unseen beauties, unexpressed emotions, and the unheard songs of life. The end may justify the means as long as there is something that justifies the end. Believe in your heart that you're meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, magic, and miracles. You receive from the world what you give to the world. Your mind must be stronger than your feelings. Maybe this is why we read, and why in moments of darkness we return to books, to find words for what we already know. I ought to go upright and vital, and speak the rude truth in all ways. As a leader, you're not paid to make decisions. You're paid to get results from decisions. Take note of how people treat you after you say no to their demands. You better hide that heart of yours. It won't lead you anywhere you want to go. For every dilemma, find at least 3 or 4 possible solutions. The creative process leads to better results. Wisdom is the reward for surviving our own stupidity. That's the duty of the old, to be anxious on behalf of the young. And the duty of the young is to scorn the anxiety of the old. The moment you stop trying to become a better person is the moment you start to become worse than what you already are. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. Surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. There was another life that I might have had, but I am having this one. I failed to communicate. That's why I chose to leave. It isn't what you have, or who you are, or where you are, or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. Perspective is born in the rearview mirror of life. Because it's much more pleasant to be obsessed over how the hero gets out of his predicament than it is over how I get out of mine. Of all creatures that breathe and move upon the earth, nothing is bred that is weaker than man. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The smallest act of kindness makes you more beautiful than any expensive dress or makeup. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way. Always forgive, but never forget, else you will be a prisoner of your own hatred and doomed to repeat your mistakes forever. You realize that our mistrust of the future makes it hard to give up the past. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning. I was lost yesterday, I am found today, and I will be forgotten tomorrow. You see me walking away, I see myself walking towards greatness. I don't know why we are here, but I'm pretty sure that it is not in order to enjoy ourselves. Art and life are subjective. Not everybody's gonna dig what I dig, but I reserve the right to dig it. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. You cannot connect with anyone except through reality. If we all did the things we are really capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. Things die, but they don't always stay dead. Believe me, I know. If a man has character, he is also his typical experience, which always recurs. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. There are no bad words, bad thoughts, bad intentions, and words. It's not important whether you lose or win. What is that you participate and play? One fine day your experience will make you win. The absurd does not liberate, it binds. It does not authorize all actions. Everything is permitted does not mean that nothing is forbidden. Behold the power of the truth. When people see its shadow on the wall, they don't want to take the time to look away. When you hold a grudge, you want someone else's sorrow to reflect your level of hurt, but the two rarely meet. It's as simple as that. Simple and complicated, as most true things are. You can take my life, but you'll never break me. So bring me your worst, and I will definitely give you mine. Yet, even amidst the hatred and carnage, life is still worth living. It is possible for wonderful encounters and beautiful things to exist. So early in my life, I had learned that if you want something, you had better make some noise. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. To have great pain is to have certainty. To hear that another person has pain is to have doubt. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Pull up a chair. Take a taste. Come join us. Life is so endlessly delicious. Whatever stories we make up about ourselves, others will tell a different one. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Focus on your character, not your reputation. Focus on your blessings, not your misfortunes. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. It's exhausting, the energy it takes to unknow a truth. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Remember that a wish held fervently turns into belief, and a belief held diligently becomes reality.